I'm young, I'm wild, and I'm free. Very happy to welcome in a couple of special guests tonight. We're, of course, talking about a couple of members from the hit band from Canada, Triumph. We are chatting tonight with Rick, Emmett, and Gilmore. And guys, this is huge for us to have you here. Thanks so much. Welcome back to Toronto. How you doing?
Our great pleasure. Yes, we're doing good. We got free stuff and
free gear.
And I'm hanging with my friend Brad.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're having a great time.
I love it, Rick. I love it.
I love it. You guys are going out on tour, Gil. This has got to be big news for you guys. I wonder, before we go back, I want to talk about what's upcoming, and that is the tour. As we look at some of the info here and that legendary icon, I want to actually ask you about some of that, but just tell us a little bit about the tour, Gil, and where this is going to take you and how you got here.
Oh, how we got here.
I mean, this is a long
You don't have time
career.
for that unless we be on for about an hour and a half.
Switch and said we're going on tour.
So let's just start with the starting of the tour. And it's 27 shows, this leg at least, because we don't know if there's going to be a second leg. And about 7 or 8, I think, in Canada, and then the rest of them might be 20 or 21 or something in America. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a nice ride.
Incredible. I mean, how did you get to the point where you're like, yeah, I feel we got a little something left in the tank?
It was like one thing would happen. Like Rogers would start playing the songs for the Stanley Cup playoffs. Yeah, and then it's like, Songwriters Hall of Fame. We're going to induct you. And so one thing kind of leads to another, and then it's like, you want a tour? And Live Nation is going, hey, I think we can sell some tickets. And I'm going, really? You think you can sell tickets? But it's like, yes, apparently it's all going great. So
did the Lay It on the Line kind of reinvigorate a little bit of everything, maybe open doors to a new audience and kind of get the juices flowing for you guys?
It was a sequence of events. I mean, we had a documentary come out, then we had a tribute album, and then the hockey thing just blew it over the top, with the NHL and Rogers, playing the songs over and over again. And, then our families got involved, right? Our kids got excited. Our wives got excited. Everybody got excited.
Well, can I tell you this? I'm really excited. 1985. I'm thinking, I'm in grade 9. Markham. I get on a TTC or Markham Transit to the subway.
Yeah.
I go down to Maple Leaf Gardens. My first concert I ever went to was Triumph.
Yes. 85.
Love it.
So Thunder
Magic
7.
Powers, and I think it was 85.
Here's the band.
Possible?
Look at this. Look at this.
It was unbelievable. It was my favorite concert ever to this day because it was probably my first, but I loved you guys. And so for all the young audience out there today that's watching this, you got to buy tickets to go to Triumph. I'm telling you, it's a game changer.
Yes, well, I'm happy to hear that we took your concert virginity. I like that.
Now, when you see that footage, I mean, we're going to get into what Toronto meant to your career and the stories and the parties and the music and the fans. But when you saw that footage, what instantly came to mind?
Well, I think, was that Providence, Rhode Island, or was that the Spectrum in Philly?
I think it was the Spectrum in Philly.
Yeah,
if I recall.
There were so many great arenas that we played, and that's another tie-in with hockey. We were always in a hockey dressing room, So a lot of what we see on there, the stages are the same, but backstage, being in those dressing rooms, a lot of fun actually.
Look at you.
Yeah, talking hockey and stuff. Yeah, look at us. Look at all those guitars. That guy's got a lot of guitars.
Hey, question for you guys. I have my favorite songs. What are your favorite songs that you sing, and is it one that stands out over the others?
You're like asking me who's my favorite kid. I
one.
love them all,
Okay.
and for different reasons. On a given night, Fight the Good Fight is kind of the anthem that I feel like this is the heart of the band.
Rick,
but then there's other nights where it'll be Magic Power, and I'll go, no, this is the heart of the band. And then Gil will say to me, the lyrics you wrote in Never Surrender, they're fantastic. And I go, Gil, thank you. Maybe that is my favorite, yes. And the other day he says, we want to do I Can Survive in the show maybe. And I was playing it with him, and I was thinking, this is a nice little tune. This is going to be fun to play when we get out there. So I don't know. My mood changes.
Okay, so we're talking about Magic Power. What does that mean to you when you sing that song? I have a meaning. I want to tell you about it afterwards.
Okay. Well, I can tell you where it came from. The lyric was, I was 9 years old and my mom bought me a transistor radio, and I used to put it under the pillow at night, and that radio was like a passport to the universe. So then later in life, I'm on tour and I'm playing, and you go to a town like, I don't know, Baltimore, and you're playing there and everybody's singing this song back at you because of radio. And so I was like a love letter to radio. So that's what Magic Power was.
I love that.
What was it for you?
For me, and this is a moment, I lost my brother a couple years ago. And my brother Daryl, favorite band, Triumph. his favorite song in the world is Magic Power. And we played it at his memorial. And when I heard it, he was in the room with me. He's here today with us. And it literally, it was his favorite song, is his favorite song. And for me, I thank you. I thank you at the bottom of my heart. Every time I hear it, I think of him.
That's great. I love stories like that. You know, the simple fact of the matter is that music becomes the soundtrack to people's lives.
Yes.
You know, so you've always got that, and you've always got your brother, even though he's not around. I have the same stories.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit about, I want to talk a little bit about hockey. Just for a second, then we can kind of get back into the stories because you're wearing the blue and white tonight. I wonder how hockey was influencing both of you. I know you played to some degree. You played in those hockey rinks, as we talked about. You probably had a lot of interaction, especially in the heyday that was the 80s, from a standpoint of across the NHL landscape and the blue and white. What did the Leafs mean to you guys, and maybe some of the interaction you've had with Maple Leafs in the past?
Well, my dad would take me to Maple Leaf Gardens. And, back in Arundel, when I grew up, everyone wanted to play on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Every single kid in my neighborhood, myself included. But, reached a certain stage, and I realized, like most of my teammates, in fact, all of my teammates, we all had to realize we're just not good enough, So you got to go to something. That sort of drove me into music. And, if I'd stayed in hockey, I might be driving a Zamboni, but I wouldn't be on the ice. So I think I made the right call.
Gil played in a league with Mad Dog Kelly. Did he not play in your league?
Yeah, he was fantastic. We had a few great players. Vic Stanfield, he was great. There was a few guys that were really good.
Do you have a favorite Toronto Maple Leaf of all time?
Frank Mahovlich, absolutely. I've got his photo up in my office. I was, in the Gordie Howe, Bobby Hull, Frank Mahovlich debate among all my friends growing up. It was like I would have taken a hit for Frank. I loved him so much. Yeah.
And Rick, you've had some interaction with some Leafs. You were telling us off camera.
Oh, yeah. Although I just want to get this. Dave Keon's my guy.
That's your guy.
That's my kind of a guy.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I mean, I've met Johnny Bauer and hung out with him for a little bit. That was sweet. And Wendell Clark and I threw out a pitch for the Toronto Maple Leafs baseball team last year. And Vive, do you remember the time we did the thing with Vive and he told a story about...
I do remember.
Oh, should I do this? I'm going to do this. So he talked about playing in a game against the Russians. And he was having a beer and we're sitting around talking. And this was after we'd done some sort of a photo shoot for a charity thing. And so he's getting loose. And he says... there, and the Russians come out and they're skating around. We're doing the pregame skate, and I'm just watching them and looking at them, and I just want to go down there and I just want to grab them, and I just want to start punching their heads. And I'm going, whoa,
Okay.
whoa, Rick, calm down, buddy.
International friendly.
And all he's doing is remembering what it was like to be doing the pregame skate. I go, okay, intense.
Oh, that's great. Now, take me back to Maple Leaf Gardens, and maybe kind of. Did you were performing, obviously, back then. Maybe what it meant to perform and play at Maple Leaf Gardens, given the history, given the Ontario connection, just given all of your connection to it. What was that like for you guys when you first played there?
My grandmother on my mom's side, they had seats in the North End Blues. And so when we were kids, maybe once, twice a year, we'd get to go down to a game. So, it was like 1978. Concert Bowl, and you get to drive down into the bowels of the place, through the back door off of Wood Street, so then you walk out on stage when you're going to do sound check, and you're looking around at this arena, and you're going, tonight my band is on the marquee, and then you look and see those seats in the North End, and you go, okay, this is pretty special, right? This is the ice where we saw Bon and Horton and Sawchuk and these kind of guys skating around, and now it's like it's our building tonight.
It hit you in the moment.
Oh yes,
you kind of realized where you were, and
totally
you felt it. Back in the day too, when you were growing up, and maybe in the 70s and 80s, when you knew you were starting to explode, what was life like then as a Canadian rock band? When you know that you've got something, you've got great songs under your belt, it's starting to catch on from the fan standpoint, and you know what you're doing is good. When did you know you had it?
Almost from the first time we walked on stage at the first high school, because we've all experienced, like all musicians, we've all experienced bands that don't work. And people kind of yawn and kind of look around. But that very first time we stepped on stage together after all the rehearsals in the bowling alley, they came at us like this, you know. So you could sense it from the stage that there was some kind of magic in the bottle. We didn't know what it was or how we got it, but we knew we were lucky because we knew how rare it was, and none of us had had it before. So
How did you guys meet? Like,
They
was it
came
a
and saw.
search?
I was playing in a band at the Hollywood Tavern in Etobicoke, and they came and sort of, made me an offer I couldn't refuse. And,
we recruited them.
yes.
that's so good.
So that's how it started. And we had a rehearsal in his basement, and I said, "Well, you guys are going to have to rehearse and practice more often if you want me to be in my band. We're going to have to see a little bit more of a work ethic out of you guys, because they were the smartest guys I'd ever met." And they had all of this promo stuff, and they were ready to go. They had contracts for gigs. It was together, and musicians are not usually together. But then we played, and I went, "Nope, they're going to need a little more work."
That's so fun.
You were gonna put Rick on the spot here, and I'll let you do that. Lay it on the line.
Lay it on the line. I absolutely love that song. And for the hockey last year, listening to this, fired up with all the imagery that we have and watching these wonderful hockey players play, listening to your music, it fires me up. I get the tingles. I'm sure you guys did as well.
Yeah, that song's kind of special, and it's a song about like honesty and truth and integrity, but you just got to boil it down so that it becomes an anthem for everybody. So it is this thing that can be, maybe it's the heart that you put into hockey, maybe it's the way you commit to a relationship. The song functions. But I can remember we were playing a high school somewhere, and I'd written the tune, and I walked in and I said to Gil, we were standing in the middle of a gym floor in a gymnatorium, and I played him the song. I said, "What do you think?" He went, "Yeah, that's good. That's really good."
All right. So I need to hear these pipes. Can we just give me a little something? It's a little something?
There it is.
I can't hit those notes anymore.
Okay, that's
We're
right. I don't
hiring
wanna put you
younger
on the-
guys to do that for me.
Can we hum it? Can we like just
lay it on the line?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, that's like for everybody out there in the ether. Yeah.
Lay it on the line. Lay it on the line.
There we go. That is fantastic. One last one from me. When you look back at your career, you talk to hockey players, musicians, whatever it is, they say, "I'll reflect later in life." You've had a really great career. What is it that you're most proud of as a group, individually, be it a song, be it a tour, be it the Walk of Fame, Hall of Fames, you name it? What is it for you guys that you're like, that one now means the most?
I think having my mom and dad, see that things had worked out, because going down the music road sometimes it seems like it could be a perilous path. But back to Maple Leaf Gardens, getting to have my mom and dad come down, get escorted out of a limo and taken by security and given great seats and watch Rick and Mike and I on stage. I mean, nothing tops that, really.
Awesome.
I guess now with our kids, the same
Yes.
thrill, getting our kids to see what we're doing and seeing how they light up. I think that's really it. It's family. It's the family connection and music.
How about for you, Rick?
I kind of feel like, especially you'd ask me about going out on the road, and am I excited, and is it going to be great, and I feel like pride is a dangerous thing. I think humility is much better. So I don't really think about what I've done. I think about what I'm going to do, and I think about now, and I just want to get through this interview.
Well, that's a fair
And if I
point.
can do that, we'll see.
Yeah.
See what happens next. You know what I'm saying, though, right?
We do, yeah, we
I'm
do.
done.
And well, I know you've got commitments here tonight. We'll get you through this interview, but it starts here with Brad May's oversized hat. If you could sign this will be.
Whose head
The
fits
giant
that?
Look at the size of that thing.
Hey, you guys are
And if you could, maybe as we let you go here while you're signing the hat, tell us a little bit about the tour that's going to kick off. Well, it's going to be here, April 24th. You mentioned a little bit, you're going to go across Canada, a little bit into the States as well.
Yep.
Just maybe as you sign this cap, you can tell it.
And then I'll talk.
So yeah, we're going to head down to Florida because we're going to rehearse there.
Nice.
And in Orlando, and then we're going over to Fort Lauderdale, and we're working with the Make-A-Wish Foundation to raise some money for some great causes. they're a great organization. And then the magical routing, we go right to Sault Ste. Marie from Fort Lauderdale.
Natural. Yeah, very natural line
connection
there. Yeah.
And we're going to do some more rehearsing in GFL Arena up there and see all our Northern Ontario friends. And then we're going to be right here in Scotiabank thereafter. And,
Any golf in Orlando?
well, I do have a golf slot in my dressing room case. I'll own up to that.
Yeah.
But not a lot of time.
Gil's a sick player. He's good.
Not a lot of
He's a
time.
range
That's
rat.
good research.
He's
That's
a range
great.
rat. He loves hitting balls.
You can get those tickets at Ticketmaster.ca. We wish you the best of luck, gentlemen, on tour April 24th right here at Scotiabank Arena. Thank you so much for sharing some time and some stories with us.
Thank you.
Enjoy the road. I want those stories when you come back. How about
Okay.
it?
Fantastic, guys. Thank you so much.
We'll see you
Thank
next
you.
season.
That's right. This morning I had a chance to catch up with Bo Grou, who's going to be back in the lineup tonight for the Leafs against Anaheim. Okay, Bo, let's start with welcome back to Toronto as you get set to make your debut here with the Leafs at home. But I want to go back to your debut against the Montreal Canadiens. What was that like being in Montreal? I know you had friends and family on hand, and obviously an important game for you.
Yeah, it was really cool, obviously, getting called up and playing at the Bell Center for my first game as a Leaf. And like you said, in front of family and friends, it was unreal. Like, it was great getting back out there in the NHL. I really enjoyed the moment. In the first, I thought my legs were heavy a little bit, like getting adjusted to the pace and everything. Like, Montreal is a really fast-paced team, so it was hard getting kind of used to it at first. But then after that, my legs went under me, and I felt pretty good.
What was it like? I don't know if you had a chance to visit with many after the game, but a chance to see some familiar faces, knowing that you just played there and wearing the blue and white.
Yeah, of course. I haven't seen the guys on the other side, but a lot of good friends on the other side. I spent 4 years over there, and I grew up with these guys in that organization. So no, it's going to be fun playing against them for sure.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about Anaheim. You do have that familiarity with the Ducks with your time there. So, any secrets, any tips? What's the key if you are going to have some success? Full scouting report.
Yeah, exactly. No, they're really, really skilled. Like McTavish, Leo Carlson, Terry. They're guys who were world-class players, and you got Dostal and Ned with like Gudis and Trouba back there, Jackson. A lot of skills, really, really tough to play against. They're really connected together. They have a really good chemistry in the room, and that's why it was so fun to be part of it with these guys. Like, their chemistry is really set in over there. It's really nice to be around them. So, no, I expect a really fast game. It's really skilled, but I think we're going to be fine. I think we have a really good game plan to go against them, so really excited for tonight.
I don't know if we can see Josh over here, but Michael Pizzetta is getting the royal treatment from the media as well. He's talking about you. We'll talk about him. What's it mean to have a guy like that into the lineup?
Yeah, of course. Me and Pez got really close together this year. We're actually sitting beside each other in the room with the Marlies too, and we live pretty close to each other, so we have a lot of dinners and stuff. So yeah, pretty good friends. I'm happy to see him. It's going to be fun. I think it's his first one in front of his family too today. So
Toronto guy.
Yeah, Toronto guy. So I'm really excited for him. I know he's going to buzz out there like he always does. So really excited to see him.
You touched upon your game right off the top, but I wonder what has to change. Where do you have to find some areas of growth to kind of continue on this path to become a regular here? What has to happen for you tonight?
Yeah, I think I gotta build my game around my third period last game against Montreal. I thought I had a lot of speed in the neutral zone, and that opened me a lot of space to make some move and to create a little bit and to create some offense. I think my speed is probably my biggest asset in my game. Like, I can create a lot of separation off cutbacks and just in the neutral zone, and I got a lot of trust in my skills too to make some plays. So I think if I have a lot of speed in the neutral zone and really have that confidence to make those plays that I'm used to making in the American League, I think that it should be fun.
Thanks for this. Enjoy the game tonight against your old team. Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, boy, you never know who's going to stop by. 1 minute it's Triumph. The next it's Joe Bowen and friends. Joe, who do you have here with us tonight?
That's me. That's me. That's my
Frank,
mini-me.
I thought it was Frank Caliendo.
Very good. Could be. No, this is Macklin Mead, and this is what he dressed up on Halloween. And his mom is here, and they didn't bring me any of the loot.
This
no
is great.
candies from Halloween. I didn't get any.
Macklin.
Even the jawbreakers that we used to hate, you didn't get any of that. But I think he won best best costume anyway.
This is fantastic, Macklin.
Your hair is sick.
Oh yeah, it's
what
great.
a part.
Wow, we go to the same dye.
Is
you and I go to.
Did you have as many feathers as he did at one point?
No.
No, never. All right, let's hear from Macklin. Macklin, why are you hanging with Joe? You love him as a broadcaster?
Yeah, I love him as a broadcaster. I listen to him every night when I have to go to bed.
Yeah.
It's kind of like my lullaby.
Ooh, I like that.
Center, left winger, right winger. Left winger.
Can you give us his signature call? Let's hear it.
Holy Mackinac!
Beautiful.
That's
must be getting
$25 because it's
royalties.
copywritten, so I'm making money. This is perfect. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for stopping by, Macklin. Joe, have a great call tonight. Leafs in Anaheim, I love it. And speaking of Anaheim, one of your old teams who you hoisted the Stanley Cup with, and I mean that's a team that has turned things around under Quenneville. What are the Leafs in for tonight?
Well, number one, Joel Quenneville. I played for Joel with the Colorado Avalanche in 2005, 2006 season, 2006-07. I got traded at the trade deadline to the Anaheim Ducks from Colorado. Love Joel Quenneville. Love the fact that he's back in the National Hockey League and he makes a difference with these young men.
He lets them play, doesn't he, Brad? That's the scouting report. Anybody watches his team closely, once they get in the offensive zone, he's letting them play.
No, he lets them play. There's a couple staples that Joel loves, and me as a real robust forward, I try to get in on the forecheck, throw hits. Joel is such a stickler, stick on the ice. And having your stick in those lanes where you're going to actually disrupt the puck. And so often, players go in, and just before you make that hit, your stick's off the ice, and therefore it's not making a difference. The other thing that he does is sealing off the boards and the forecheck. As a winger, it's not imperative to actually get the hit. It's seal the boards off and actually, cut out those angles. But this player or this team in Anaheim, they've got some young talent, amazing players.
Skill.
It's like the New York Rangers West now, too. They've got a lot of Ranger players. Jacob Trouba's over there. And
they just got Gibson from Washington.
Hey, by the way, this team they're really good. They're going to be dangerous. I think they're going to actually surprise a few people in the playoffs. But Leo Carlson, what a player he is. Mason McTavish. I'll tell you, I'm excited. Troy Terry, they're a good hockey team.
You mentioned you were a robust forward. How about another robust forward that is going to make his Leaf debut? Local guy on Michael Pezzetta, who's here. He's going to be in the lineup tonight. He is a physical guy, some smash-mouth hockey. You know he is thrilled, and he's probably got a ton of people here watching him. He wants to perform well tonight.
Hey, the day that I got asked to do this was with you at the Toronto Maple Leafs golf tournament in September, and that's our first conversation. That day I met Michael Pezzetta. First of all, he's an unbelievable guy. Really nice person. He's a local guy. He's a tough guy, and he comes with passion and energy. That's one thing I want to see more of with the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Right.
I really hope, I got my fingers crossed, that he comes in, makes an impact, and immediately the fans recognize the passion that he plays with. Now, he's not going to be your high-end talent, but you know what? It takes everybody, those ingredients, to make a good hockey team. Michael Pezzetta brings that passion, that energy, and if in fact it gets a little physical, he's very capable.
Definitely. Bo Grou is going to make his Maple Leaf debut at home. We saw him against Montreal. Now, the fun tie-in in all of this is that Bo Grou was a member of the Anaheim Ducks for about 4 or 5 years, and here he is, a defensive two-way guy. But is starting to find a little bit more of his offensive touch as well. I've had a couple of conversations with him, as you just heard the one, but in Montreal as well, thrilled to have some family and friends on hand, and it gets real again as now he's making his debut at home. This is a pretty good, serviceable guy, and you wonder if we might start to see a little bit more of these type of players in and out of the lineup for Toronto.
Well, listen, the situation we find ourselves in, you're going to see these younger players that are actually trying to, make a name for themselves. It's exciting. At this time of the year, there's a lot of guys that are playing for jobs. Some guys aren't going to get jobs next year. I'm not saying that it's players on the Toronto Maple Leafs roster, but throughout the National Hockey League, these last 20 games, it's an audition for these players. For Toronto, they need to find a little passion, a little energy, and that continuity in their game. And sometimes it comes from the youthful energy of a player that comes up from the American Hockey League. So I'm excited to see exactly what Toronto has in their system.
What have you made of Easton Cowan and his sort of reuniting with the big boys there. What have you thought about the way Easton's gone about his business? Because he got some high praise from his head coach after last game.
Yeah, no, I think he's playing really well. He's obviously a high-end talent, and it's not easy to break into the National Hockey League. It's probably easier to actually play your first few games. It's harder to stay and stay consistent and learn just the workings of day-to-day in the National Hockey League. Easton Cowan's got the skill set. He's got the talent. He certainly has the drive to be a great player. His ceiling is he's not even close to it yet. I'm excited to see where this player grows. It's unfortunate right now that they're not playing really at this moment meaningful games that we all expected. But at this point in time, it's an opportunity for others to step up and be known.
Back home against Anaheim tonight. They're going to go on the road tomorrow back to Buffalo and then Minnesota. That's a back-to-back over the weekend. We've got a great crowd on hand here tonight getting set for this one. Mady's old team against, well, his old two teams. So we'll look forward to this one. You got to go shake hands and kiss babies here.
Yeah, I do. Look at these guys. They're beautiful. Look at these kids.
Big thanks to Triumph for coming by, Joe Bowen and friends. So that was great. Fantastic chat with Triumph. Honestly, I would love to just hang on tour with those guys and see what it's like at this stage in their career.
Dude, I'm telling you, 1985 Maple Leaf Gardens,
God. And flow.
No kidding. It was my first concert ever, and I remember it. It was
tight jeans.
Oh, it was so amazing.
Crop T-shirt. Dude, on you.
I had the gross
mullet.
I had a gross mullet. And it was terrible.
Stash.
No, I had no facial hair at that
bring
time.
It back.
But I remember I wore the concert shirt with a logo like we saw.
Oh, that logo.
And it was
iconic.
It's the black concert shirt with the white 3/4 sleeves.
And the dates on the back.
And I think it was a little schmedium. It was tight on Brad. It was unbelievable. Yeah, it was good.
All right. I don't know where we go from there, but let's just get you set for the game. TSN 4 and Sportsnet, the Fan, 590. It's the Ducks and Leafs. We, of course, back here, St. Paddy's Day game, 17th. The Islanders in town. That's on Tuesday. Join us, and thanks for watching, everybody.